Double. Magnus played it in a tournament less than 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Came out of nowhere? This lady was carrying like 2 like sequence purses.
A lot of times, all you get is a better endgame. Or you get the 2 bishops with slightly better endgame. But it's not like you get to keep the pawn and just like, haha.
Yeah.
A lot of times white just gets a good center. That's all he gets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's legit and it suits my style.
It's legit for play.
You have a style?
It's legit and slow.
Well, look at
I'm more dangerous with it in slow than I am in blitz.
Yeah.
Hello. You girls play chess? Because we're playing for very, very low stakes.
Stake this.
It's $40 a game.
Jeez. Dave, stop it. Leave him alone.
Jeez, David.
You're going to be detected as a molester. Worse than you already are.
They're going to go like this. They're handcuffed.
Oh my God. See
What
I mean
the hell is all that?
All right, let's change the set after that. This set is unlucky for me.
Well, it's light. It's too light.
It is.
It's too light.
Hey, how was it?
And the owner of the set is sleeping. I mean, don't they let him sleep at home? Doesn't he have a bed?
Who does? Super fan? Oh, okay. Where are you
Hey,
at?
Brian. Brian.
Brian.
Brian. Stop making love to your phone. You got to pan him.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Hello? Hey, let's see. Why don't...
Now you say something like, obviously this is a very exciting game.
You're just like wrapping around.
Can I take that?
I don't know. Can you?
Yes, I can. I took that pawn.
He's just taking your shit, Carl.
You want to
Yeah. That's what they all say.
anything to do?
Just shove it down his throat.
No, my mom. Because if she does, we should throw a rager at your house.
Take that.
Oh, did you guys see those guys that did the
Okay. You want to come to that?
Beautiful.
You want to come to
I like white.
outlaw like
You don't understand white.
I do understand white.
You don't understand white.
And wait till you see that when another rook comes into the game, boy. It's going to be doomsday.
Great Carl I'm playing. There's a lot of tactics here.
There it is, the other rook.
We'll be back at your house after you pick up cats. That sound good? Is that good? Okay. Perfect.
Nice.
I love you. That's easy.
What the frick?
I just said nice. What am I missing?
Quiet.
It's over.
Quiet.
Ow. It's over.
Quiet.
Relax, man.
Ah! Sorry. Rook takes pawn out.
Quiet. You can't see anything, Dave. What are you doing?
Rook takes pawn.
Yeah.
Talking about he's got it right there.
Yeah. And then you take back what you want. Now you
Hey,
have
what is this? In the middle of my game, you're telling him moves.
Sorry.
What the frick did you ever think you could do this with?
it. Well, he blew it. He blew the whole fucking thing. He blew the win.
What are you getting close to me?
Yeah. All right. Oh shit! Check.
You saw Rook takes pawn years ago. Rook takes pawn. Because he forced Rook takes Rook. And then he didn't have 2 pawns.
Yeah. Or double the rooks at the end.
Shit. Yeah.
You had to win.
I lost the set.
You did the right thing, Al. Don't worry about
Rook
these
takes
guys.
pawn. Yeah.
Hey, it's Brian here, and let's go over the game, see what we can learn from it. And before we do that, let's do the chess question of the day. Do you guys know anybody in real life who has become addicted to chess to the point where, you know, it's affecting other areas of their lives? Be really curious to see if you guys know anybody in real life who kind of has that. And I ask that because I'm always curious. Like, I do think that's one of the dark sides of chess. Like, if you kind of get into it too much, you can kind of cross that line where it becomes an addiction, for lack of a better word. So that's kind of, I always try to keep it as a hobby, you know, just something to do for fun. I don't want to go down that line, but I'm curious to see if you guys know anybody who has. Alright, let's go to this position here, and queen moves queen e8, and in the game white took the pawn. But if you want to go move back, pause the video, find the best move for white, and you're gonna have to double check. Hint, hint. Alright, the move is knight takes f6 check, and it's taking advantage of 2 pins. This one by the rook, and this one by the queen. So, hence the whole double hint there. And so, just king out, and knight takes queen, and end of the game right there. So, pretty cool tactic that you kind of had to see double pins for. Alright, let's go to this position, and you had knight d8 played in the game, and then white played b4. But if you want to go move back, pause the video, what's the best move for white here? Okay, it starts off with rook takes pawn, and kind of rook takes rook is forced because you don't want to lose and drop another piece. So rook takes rook, and now that vacates the protection of g7, so white can come in with the check, king over, pawn takes, knight takes, white's going to scoop up another pawn, and because it allows him to have this knight, pawn takes knight, and you have 2 pawns on the 6th, and there's no way for the rook to stop them both. So great example of how powerful 2 pawns on the 6th can be compared to a rook. Alright, so that will be an easy win for white there. Let's go to here in the last position where it completely flipped around. So in the game we had a3 played, and then king takes f6. But if you want to go move back, let me show you guys the difference. The computer has white at +5. Here the computer has black at negative, let's see, it's still calculating, around negative 12.5. So huge difference here. So let's go move back, pause the video. What's the best move for white? Because it looks like white cannot stop black's pass pawn here. Alright, it starts off with rook check, and it doesn't matter which way the king goes, because what white is going to do is going to create an even bigger threat than this pass pawn here, which is checkmate. So black must check here. White's going to scoop up a pawn, and black is going to move down to prevent checkmate. White's going to check again and scoop up the pawn, and now white has enough time to stop the pawn here. And what white is going to do is kind of force the exchange of passed pawns here, and use its pawns as a shield, and slowly kind of cramp on black until he gets the skewer. So that would have been an easy move for white. Let's go back here. Instead of king g8, let's say black played king e8. Again, this is actually kind of worse because white can still have a mate threat right here. But the difference is that this pawn can is much closer to queening now, so king has to get out of the mate and then the check while releasing time for this pawn to push, and it's gonna queen, and easy win for white there. So what can we let's review what we can learn from this game here. Yes, always look for potential pins and how you can exploit them, and this one was extra juicy because of this queen pin. Queen pinning the rook so it can't even take the knight. So beautiful fork that would have worked and ended the game. But knowing Carl, he would have just kept playing and maybe pull a miracle out of nowhere with his trash talk in time trouble. Alright, here yeah, it's kind of like tactics. Try to remove the defender if you see something. And I love this because it kind of illustrates the power of two pawns on the sixth and how a rook cannot stop them. So very cool kind of combo there that Dave saw and pointed out at the end, if you guys remember. And here in this position, when it looks like your opponent's creating a huge threat of a queen, and you can't stop it, just create an even bigger threat, the biggest threat of all, which is potentially a checkmate here. So that will grab his attention, and that will give you time to clean up and catch the pawn in time, and then advance your own pawns to inevitably win the game. And beautiful right there. So alright, hope you guys enjoyed the game, hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you've been enjoying the channel, you can become a patron by clicking the link in the video description below. You get a lot of cool stuff, access to all the matchups that the people want to see, full analysis of games, interviews, Q&As, and a lot more. So check it out if you have a chance, and if you can't become a patron, that's alright. You can always subscribe and hit that bell notification to get notified of future videos, and like, share, and comment. Alright, thanks guys. I'll see you guys later.